Lovely, okay. So just a bit of warming up for the abdominals. A bit of standing work and then on the floor. So feet nice and far apart, tummy in, shoulders back. Lovely, roll them back. Lovely, let's just have a little tap with the feet. Don't worry if you can't see my feet, I know I've changed the screen but it's lower down. Let's just reach across. It's really just warming up the waist and spine we want to do before we go into our core work. And I should probably warm up the wrists a bit as well so we can do some planks. Lovely, let's reach up and over to get some shoulder movement. Lovely. And then back to centre. Again, a lot more of this twisting. So let's twist to the side, twist to the other side. Nice and gentle, again, it's just moving. You can let the hips follow you. It's really just because we want to get the spine a bit warm. And you can look back as well. Should be taking a whole making. Take that Leslie stroll by the beach, then I gotta leave country. Now apply visa. I'm gonna bottle a lot, take a lead. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Lovely. And back to centre. Let's take it to the side. Again, warming up that waist. We can take the hands up a little bit if we want, just to add a bit more weight. Again, it's really just a warm up. We'll be adding on properly when we start. Let's reach over and hold, and reach, just a last little stretch, and change sides, lovely. So we will start off with working the waist, a couple of different options. So we're going to start with the feet quite wide and just a bend in the knees, and then we shall be tipping from side to side like this, and then as we go on I'm going to start to go a bit lower so we can engage the legs. I'm just going to tilt mine slightly. That's better. So feet wide and knees soft to start. If you just want to work the waist you can, and then I'm going to go down and add the knees in a minute. But let's just tip to the side so we're nice and tall. Tip. So crunching the waist back to centre, pulling the tummy in, and it's like we're leaning against a wall and we're just sliding down the side. So we don't want to be rotating or leaning forwards, just elbows straight down. And again, if that's too much, you can do it with the hands on the hips, but I think we're okay. Thinking about our legs, feet are turned out, and try and think of your knees are going to be facing the same direction as your toes. So you don't want your feet turned out more than your knees, so you're not knocking it. Push your knees back. Little bend in the knees if you want to, so you're going to work the thighs as well. And you can get a bit lower in that crunch. Again, work at your level and listen to your body. Lovely. So standing up means we're working the core a little bit more as well, and the legs. Lovely. I'm going to add on reach behind to the floor. Doesn't matter, don't touch the floor, just reach down towards it. Keeping the neck nice and still, central. You just should start to really feel this in the legs as well. Making sure we're still getting this little bend in the waist. Let's take the arm over the top. Over the top. So the elbow almost to the knee and the arm over the top. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze the bottom, push the knees back. Again, if you need to, you can do it here. So do work. Listen to your body. Nearly done. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Coming up. Keep those legs a little shake. Lovely stuff. Okay. Can bring the legs back in a little bit. So slightly different exercise. So we're going to have the arms up, and then I'm going to come to the side and then roll forwards and then come back up again. This is not a full circle, then the other way. Tip to the side, roll forwards, and then you go back to the side and back up. So it's that little bit coming up you have to pull, then back down, other way. Side, roll round, side and up. And again, if that's a lot, have your hands on your hips. It's quite a lot to move your body in that way. Your upper body's really heavy, so don't feel any twinging on that back. If you're happy, arms up. Really gets into those sort of love handle area, and the waist is really good for the movement, for the mobility. One more, and then I'm going to do a full circle. So gently, really squeeze the tummy and bend the knees, go down and round and up, all the way over. And the other way, squeeze the tummy to the side. And again, you can do this with your hands on your hips. It's slow and controlled. Don't want to fling anything around. Squeeze the tummy. So your back's doing a lot here as well, so it's the core, not just the abs. Let's change one more last side. Lovely. And release. Good. So another one that's going to kind of work these obliques is, it's a bit like you've got an axe. We're going to reach up one way, so I'm lifting the heel, reaching up and twist, and then you come down almost past your knees. You're sort of doing a squat, but you're twisting the body, but don't twist the knees on the way down. So up and down. So you twist the body on the way up, but your body's central on the way down, and the top of you. So it could be like you're doing a baseball, I suppose. That's it. But the emphasis is on the crunch and twist down. So we're staying on the same side. Crunch and twist down. So we stretch, crunch and twist, stretch. Kind of like stretch and twist for the shoulders, crunch for that waist and the obliques. And you're taking your rib to your hip. Reach those arms behind you. Breathe. It's nice and fluid. 8 more. So you kind of get a little squat in here as well. But working that waist and the obliques. 2 more. Lovely. Should be feeling it here now. We're going to change sides. So up, twisting the leg, down central, crunch, twist. Don't fuse, nice and controlled. So we want to try not to bend forward at the waist. The body stays the same, it's just twisting like that. So that we're not hinging forward too much from the hips. Lovely. Four more. Really nice. Breathing. Lovely. And release. Give those legs a little walk through. Wonderful. Okay. So still a little bit more for this core and these obliques. We're going to have the hands here and we're lifting the knees, twisting to the leg. Really twist the body to the side. So your whole upper body, heads and elbows, go to the side. Again, heart rate here is up. Thinking of bringing the knee slightly diagonally across you and you twist, twist. Then all about this lower abs while we're lifting the knee. And also about this obliques, lovely. If you want to take it up a level, we could take the arms out and kick the leg. Same principle. Just slightly recruiting different leg muscles, a bit more of a twist in the spine. It's good for opening the chest because you lead back with this hand the way you're going. Shoulders down, lovely. 4, 3, 2, 1, lovely. So keeping, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me, arms up. So I'm going to crunch in the air. So I'm crunching, crunching, like a sit up. So your ribs are going crunch, up, crunch. The arms help to give you a visual. I'm going to add a leg onto that. So kick and kick. So you're squeezing your tummy, using your lower abs, upper abs. You can make it bigger. Woo, try not to wobble. So it's just feel that tummy crunch. You're trying to take your rib cage down to your groin. That's what it's thinking of it. So it's not just the arms, it's the whole body. Crunch, crunch. Lovely. Let's do our last 8. 4 more. Last one, lovely. Always give those arms a little shake, they've done quite a lot. Let's squeeze the, grab the hands, squeeze the chest. Lift the chest up, reach back the arms. Opposite way, hands together, stretch the shoulders, head down. Lovely. Good stuff. So we're going to take it to the floor now. So, using a mat if you want. I'm going to slightly change my positioning again. Just better. Lovely. So, couple of things. So this is a really good one for the core and the spine, but also the abs. So I'm going to break it down. It's a bit of a Pilates move really, but does the job. So knees together, hands on the knees, and bring your feet quite in, quite close, which makes you want to fall backwards. So you create a round shape with your back. You can have your hands down if you want, and it's a small roll. It's really just on the lower back. We're going to keep building, so roll with me. Again, you can have your hands on your knees if you think that helps, or on the floor. You can see it's not my shoulders going down, it's just really the lower back and rib cage. So what I want to start to do is hold at the top. Can we hold without putting the feet down? Hold. Lovely. Sometimes hands underneath these, they'll roll back and hold. It's all about hold at the end. I'm starting to lift my feet a bit now. Roll back. Lift up and hold. So if you feel like it, you can go with no arms on the hold. So we can roll back. Again, if you need to, feet down, tap down, whatever you need. And we're just keeping building. You might even feel you don't need the arms on the roll. Could we add some straight legs? Again, all of this is going to depend on how you feel, your body, your flexibility. But we're in a ball. And then we lengthen, or you just hold, whatever works for you. Breathe in, breathe out, hold. One more roll and hold at the end, and hold. Squeeze that tummy. Start to lower yourself down. And release. Arms over the head. Link the hands together over the head. Similar to when we were doing that standing kick. Just crunch the upper body and down. Exactly the same motion. Keeping the arms near your ears. So it's your chest lifting, your head follows. So this is our base move. You stay here. Or let's lift one leg. So imagine we're doing that kick standing. Lift the legs, only small. Breathe in, breathe out, kick. So you engage the tummy, squeeze, crunch, lift. So, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have both legs, but stick with one if you want. It's small. Try and pull the belly in, flatten the back into the floor. 2 more like this, and then I'm going to add on again. Lovely. So what I'd like to do is sit all the way up. So we've got options with this. So if you've got your arms behind you, you can unlink them now, so we've got more momentum. And you're going to lift up. I'll do one quickly. You're going to lift up, and we're going to try and hold either here or here or here, and then straight back down. Options, if you find it difficult to get here and lift up, you can always grab one leg and kind of climb up your leg and then grab the other one. So we're either breathe in, breathe out, curl up, lift, and back down, or curl up, lift, bent legs and hold. So really work at your own level, but it's just not quite a roll now. We're extending, curling up, reach, lie down, extend, curl up, reach, pull the belly in, lie down. Let's do one more. Reach, 4, 3, 2 and 1, knees in. Woo. Well done. Roll those around the knees. Have a little look right to left, release any tension in your neck. So some work for the lower abs, leaving the neck out for a minute. Nice and simple start, and we'll just keep adding on. So both legs out. Lift the right leg up, so you're creating an L shape as straight as you can, but again, don't worry if it's not. And lift and lower the leg. Lift and lower. So you're just kicking the leg. So we're using these lower abdominals, but you're using your legs as well. And we want to try to keep neutral, so don't lift your leg and flatten your back into the floor. So just make it small if you need to. Again, if you need to do a bent leg, that's absolutely fine. Think of the neck being long, think of your posture. So you don't have to touch the leg down, you can keep it off the floor. So again, this is really working with the legs a bit as well. Let's add a bit more. Hold on a moment, lift the leg up, lift your other leg up. Now take the left one down and hover it off the floor. Perhaps the back here, so if you take it too low, you might arch the back. So 90-degree angle with the left. Now take the right leg to meet it and back up. Down and back up. If you're finding it hard to keep your back into the floor, just pop your hands underneath. So right leg meets left, comes back. So it's also good for your leg flexibility here as well. If you want to, hold that right leg, let's grab it. If you want to add some upper body, we can. If your neck's had enough, stay down. Same thing here. Once you're sitting up, your back's easier to press into the floor. Let's hold the legs in this scissor position. Grab the leg again. Get the shoulder blades off, pull the belly in, back in the floor. One arm. Either on the floor, head up or head down, both arms hold. Reach up and hold. 2 more, breath. 1 more. Well done, release. Woo! Excellent for the legs and the core and everything there. Let's change sides. So we start with our both legs out, left leg up in the air. Head and shoulders down, just kick your left foot up and down. Touching the floor, up into the air. So lovely mobility and flexibility for this hamstring and hip. Just don't kick too hard and make sure your hamstrings are tight. You're having a little bend in the knee. You know, listen to your own body. Okay, so don't have to put the foot down now, it can just hover in the air, kick it up, take it down. So this could be enough, or what I'd like to do, take the left foot up, bring the right foot up to meet it. Then take your right foot down at this angle, and take the left foot to meet it and back up. So you're still kicking with the left, but the right is lifted off the floor. If you want, keep it down if you want. Head and shoulders down, back. Press firmly in the floor. If you're finding that hard, hands underneath. Lovely. Few more, then I'm going to add the upper body if you wish. So I'm going to grab that left leg, use it to help myself come up, get my shoulder blades off, good position. Continue. Hands on the floor, belly's pulled in, back is pressed firmly. I'm going to add some arms. Let's hold that leg, static hold. Release one arm. Release the other if you can, and hold. Few breaths here. Pull the belly in. Much as you can. Press the back in the floor. Lengthen those legs. Stretch those legs. Reach up and release. Beautiful. Ooh. feel that after not doing it for a week. Roll the knees around, little release. Oh. Okay, just a little bit more for the lower abdominals. So we'll let the head relax. So bringing the knees into the chest and tapping them down. So nearly a reverse curl, but just this at the moment. The more you do it, the more you'll feel you may be able to pull in the tummy and lift up a little bit. You might even find it helps to pull with your knees. So it's kind of like the reverse we did. We were sitting up and we rolled back. Now we're rolling, lying down and trying to lift the hips up. 4 more here. 3, 2, and 1. Keep them in. Can we lengthen them up? And then try and push the feet to the ceiling. So this is a little reverse curl. Push. And push. Pull the tummy in. Reach. Lovely. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Really feeling those lower abs. Pull them in. 2, 1. Oh. Feet down. Have a little sway of the knees side to side. Okay, we're going to work the waist again. So we're going to lift the head, but it's only a small lift. And we're going to be reaching the hand down to the ankle and back. Down to the ankle and back. You can support your head, I quite like to, but just making sure you're not pulling on it. Your just hands are flat, your head is rested, just the fingertips, and you can reach, centre, reach. Again, it's entirely up to you. You don't have to have your hand. But keep your elbows back. It's really just a fingertip behind the head to help support while you're crunching at the waist. So your shoulder blades are almost really on the floor. You're just having to lift them so you can literally move, bend to the side. Nearly there, ladies. Nearly there. Whew. Squeeze. 8 more. Two more. Lovely stuff. Okay, let's work the obliques, but let's let the head and shoulders rest as well. I will do some nice stretches for the neck at the end. I do appreciate you can get a little bit stressed in the neck. Knees in one at a time, back into the floor. Knees and feet together, and then trying to have this 90-degree angle, but if you need to have your knees in a bit closer to keep your back down, that's fine. Again, you could just pop your fingers underneath if you really struggle, but you should be fine. But as long as you're not lifting off, you've got to keep that controlled. Hands to the side, knees and feet together, and just as if your feet were on a clock, take your feet over to about 2 o'clock. You can lift this hip off, that's fine, as long as you don't do it so that you roll over, keeping your shoulder down. You can go as far as you want. Hold it here, come back, press the spine into the floor, and then go the other way. So you may be at 10 o'clock, you might be at 9 and 3, who knows. Oh, squeeze. On the way back, because your hips lift, your spine lifts. On the way back now, pull the tummy in, press the back into the floor. You get a real shake, and then you leave, and it lifts up again. Press the back in the floor, go to the side, hold here. Squeeze the tummy, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull that tummy in. Let's change sides. Squeeze, tummy back into the floor, change sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release. Woo. A little roll round side to side. Going to do one more exercise, and we are done. Just last one. Cross the ankle over the knee, hand to the side. And we're going to be taking the shoulder to the knee. So try and rotate your whole body over rather than this. So elbow is back, shoulder comes over, shoulder, shoulder. And you can support the head, but again, just use the fingers, don't grab on the back of the head. You can use the muscles, pull the body, the head follows. And you're just using the hand to pull the head. This hand stays down, so you're leaning into your right shoulder. You're drawing your rib down to your hip. Twist. 2 more. Hold. Reach and back. And reach with the arm and back. And reach. Squeeze that rib to that hip. Reach. And back 4 more. And reach. And reach. And reach. Last one. Woo. Change sides. Left leg on the knee. Hands just supporting that head. Reach over. Twist. Twist. Twist, and the shoulder to knee, not the elbow, twist. Let's hold over, and we're going to reach, and back, and reach, and back, and reach, and reach. We've got 4 more reaches. And 2, squeeze that tummy, 3, 2, 1, can't count. Oh. Well done, bringing these in. Have your hands to the side, your knees into the chest, take your knees all the way over to the right, almost taking them towards the elbow. And then try and get this shoulder down as well. So you're just getting a nice stretch in the waist and the spine, hold it there. Oh, well done, ladies. Bring the knees back to centre, gently, gently. Let's let the knees fall to the other side. And try and keep your shoulder down, looking over the right shoulder. If it's quite intense with your knees up close, just let them slide down a bit. They'll go where they want to. Back to centre slowly. Let's have a full body stretch. Just stretch out that tummy. So reach, thinking of lifting your tummy up and your ribs up and stretching. Pushing your belly up to the ceiling. Getting a nice stretch. Release. Roll over to your right hand side. Let's come up to sitting. We'll do a very quick stretch for these necks. You don't need to stretch your tummy out that much, but the neck can get a bit stiff. So wherever you're comfortable, more steamy. Let's just have a little circle of that head, just rolling it round like you're drawing a circle with your nose. Lovely, let's change direction. And then take your ear to your right shoulder very gently, like you're drawing a circle, a semicircle. Just take it to the other side. And again, really feeling the stretch in your neck, holding it to the right. Let's have 2 fingers. And this other hand, palm up, you can just sit on your fingers and it just helps to pull this shoulder down. It's optional. As long as you've got these 2 fingers lengthening up here, feeling a nice stretch running all the way down. Rotate and look down at your knee. And you can just lengthen from the back of the head a bit. Whilst we're here, release, but we're going to still stretch this way. So take your opposite arm over to your knee and just a little twist for that spine. And one last stretch on this side, hand down, reach up and reach over. It's done quite a lot with the waist as well, so we're stretching that out. Try and get this shoulder up and back. Lovely, we're just going to do those stretches on the other side. So let's take the ear to the shoulder, 2 fingers lengthen, take the hand, palm up, I find this easier, less painful, and just sit on your fingers so it just pulls that shoulder down. Can't sat too much on it. Then let's rotate hands to the back of the head and just lengthen that down as well. Lovely. Let's release, take this hand across and just look behind. Little spine twist. Lovely, back to centre, hand down, reach up. Keeping your bottom on the floor, you can reach over as much as you want. Lovely, one more for the shoulders, stretch them. And then I'm going to do my chest, which I find easy to do on my knees. You can't quite get the can't quite get the range of motion sitting cross-legged. It's hard to push your chest up. If you're comfortable, you can lean forward. I like to do this. I get lovely click in my neck. Release. Let's very gently stand up. And I think I'm going to chop my head off when I stand up, but breathing in and out, one more, and out. Well done, thank you, ladies. Lovely.